Hello everyone, welcome back to Maias Tarot. My name is Maya and today we are going to be looking at you versus them. We have two piles here. This is you, this is them, although honestly while we're reading, if the energy is flipped, then feel free to flip it. As always, this is a general reading, so please feel free to take what resonates and whatever doesn't, leave it for who it's meant for. If the reading doesn't resonate at all, I don't know why I always say that weird, resonate. If the reading doesn't resonate at all for you, then also feel free to maybe share this reading to someone you feel like it may resonate for, and or find another video here on the interweb that might suit you. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to lay out the spread and we can jump right in. Let's begin. So let's go ahead and begin. So as I said in the beginning of the video, feel free to flip-flop the energies, but for reading purposes, I am going to be referring to this pile as you and this pile as them. So how I'm seeing you right now, you are coming up as the rescuer. So you are upright in that positioning. And a light attribute for the rescuer says provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So already I'm getting that your energy here, you might be the one putting in the extra work. You might be the one feeling like you have to save the day or save the relationship and put in all the effort. They, or the other person, is coming up as the gossip in reverse, however, and the shadow attribute of the gossip says thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. Obviously, you can imagine what a gossip in reverse might be. They might be spreading false information. They might be talking ish about you, or just talking ish in general. Or you might be the one talking ish and you might be the one upset. So let's see. Okay, so going to the rescuer person. The person that in this relationship, well, actually, let's just, before I say all that, let's just look at the cards. So for your underlying energy, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And overarchingly, you're showing up as the Page of Cups. So in reverse. So when I think of the Page of Cups in reverse, I can think of two things. I think of either the Page of Cups as a flirt, right? He's coming in with his little cup and his little fish with his hand on his hip. He's looking, hey, shawty, right? In reverse, I can see that as someone as unstable or maybe like dipping out. Okay, so just how fun and flirty the Page of Cups pops in, whee! He can also pop out. So you might be, tired of it all. You might be feeling like you want to hunker down and you are tired of being the rescuer. You're tired of giving your pentacle. You see, even in the imagery, she's kind of holding like this big heart with a circle in the middle. And he's also sitting here holding this coin or something of the sorts in the middle, here in like the middle of his chest area. So this might be you bearing your heart or not wanting to at this point. And long story short, what I'm getting from this energy, the rescuer energy, is that you might be like either dipping out right at this point. You might be tired and either tired of putting in all that work and the effort. And so therefore now you are trying to dip out, or you're no longer feeling like hopeful and fun about this. Or the other way you can see the Page of Cups in reverse is that homie is delusional, in a toxic way. So you might be in this, if you're not ready to if you're not rescinding your energy and kind of like ghosting this person, you might be, or like just you're not actually truly ghosting, just pulling back your energy. You might be in this situation feeling this way, but then also remaining delusional about it. But regardless, you don't want to give anymore, is what I'm seeing. Page of Pentacles in reverse usually is upright. you know, even though the offer is small, he is offering something, and he's looking at this offering, and it is meaningful. You know, it's not huge, but it's meaningful. In reverse, that person is not even interested in doing that. And I also see you holding on to your pentacles very tightly. So you might be feeling drained. You might be feeling like you used to be able to give this cup and used to be fun, and now the cup unfortunately has tilted over and that fish has fallen out. So you're just feeling a little drained or guarded. The person on the other side, they or the other energy here, showing up as the gossip in reverse, they might be, like I said, talking let me not say that. They might be talking ish about you. You might have caught them lying. They might be a liar. I'm not call someone a liar. They might lie. Regardless, though, let's see. Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Empress. This person might, you know what's, it's kind of interesting. I just got this. You might be sitting here feeling like you are the person doing everything, right? You're the rescuer. You're the one putting in all this energy, and now you don't want to do it anymore. This person might also feel like they put in all the energy and they showed up, you know, or showed up with the Ace of Cups. I mean, technically it's in reverse, but the energy is still there. That means that they feel like there was a missed opportunity here. There was a blockage here. Something, but they're also showing up as feeling as like the Empress. So they might be feeling like, you know what, I was the one that gave it all. And they might be the one talking, you know, ish to the friend group or to whoever about you, saying, you know, they thought that they were the one doing everything, but I gave so much to this. I gave so much to this, and it didn't even amount to anything. So what's the point? Eight of Pentacles in reverse, right? Eight of Pentacles is about investment. Well, not investment. That's more like Seven of Pentacles. But this is about working hard. You know, putting in the hard work. He's been here for a while, and he plans to be here for a while. He's got this coin here that he's carving away, but he has this coin here on the bottom that he's about to pick up too. So like he's been here for a while, and he plans to be here for a while. Okay. In reverse, this person's like, look, I gave it all. Okay. I was nourishing. I was not nourishing, but nurturing is what I meant to say, or maybe nourishing. I gave, and it didn't amount to anything. Or if it didn't amount to anything, it didn't amount to what they wanted. So you're over here feeling like you have to do everything to rescue. Or you know what, maybe another thing I just got, this person, and maybe this is this could be quite a journey. And I'm gonna just make sure that this is still recording. It is. This might be this feels like a long, this doesn't feel like a newer connection. This feels like this has history. And I say that because this person might have in the beginning given everything, not got what they want out of it, said, you know what, forget this, right? And now they're sitting here talking ish. You might not be in rescue mode, and this is just for a particular storyline. So if this doesn't apply, then ignore it. Also, I apologize for stumbling over my words. We are still in retrograde until the 20th, so please bear with me. And I am a Virgo, so yikes. Bear with me. But you might not be in rescuer mode, or you were in rescuer mode, but now you're even feeling like, you know what, I'm tired of doing this. You know, you might be about to ghost this person. Softly, quietly. Take a sip of this. So yeah, that is what I got for you versus them, to be honest. So now, I mean, I guess I'm gonna pull from my tea box collection. So I drink tea a lot, and I like to collect the little tea bag messages, especially like on the backs. As you see, I drink a lot of yogi tea, but on the backs of yogi tea, this one might be for you, so I'll just read it. But they always have a little message, and I like to save them. So, oh, that's so funny. I pulled this when I first got these, when I was staging everything. So maybe this might be for your reading. But it says, uncage your heart, free your heart, let it be wild. And I just said that you might be giving up and quietly ghosting. So maybe it's time to just break free from this. Okay? It seems like the both of you are not in a place to want to give more to this anymore. It's either that or I mean, that's how it feels. If anyone here in the situation feels a little delusional, honestly, it might be it might be you. I'm sorry. If anyone in this situation does have hope, it really does seem to be you. But even still, it seems like you're in the place where you're the one having to save the relationship, or you are the one saving the relationship. And even then you're like burnt out yourself, or if not burnt out, you just don't. You're feeling guarded. You're feeling guarded. So I don't know, maybe take a break. Take a little break. Uncage your heart. Free your heart. Let it be wild. All right, thank you so much. That is what I had for your reading. I hope that helped.